What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage family. It's your boy Savage, the host with the most. I want to say, good morning first and foremost. Thank you guys for tapping in. It's Friday, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got no job, ain't got nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it cracking. But before I go ahead and drop this video, man, be sure to either smash that thumbs up or smash that thumbs down. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel now. Hit that subscription button and that bell notification right next to the subscription button so we don't have this problem of you guys not being notified when your boy drops some more content. All right, now let's go ahead and get right into this. I don't know if y'all went through my videos or not, but if you have and you've been a long time subscriber, you know I've dropped a video on Rene Enriquez, boxer, Mexican Mafia dropout. Actually, he's been in SNY for quite some time now. He's been in the PCRs for quite some time now. Was once a killer, a very well-reputed killer. The whole mile, LA County to Pelican Bay and back. Did a lot of hits. Was in prison for a murder. And then, unfortunately, I guess to some people, it's unfortunate, but he ended up turning and gave up so much, and is the reason why so many people became incarcerated. So many high-up people became incarcerated. Not only that, the game that he gave, the inside intel that this man was providing for the FBI, right, for CDCR, for prisons, for jails, is unmatched by anybody in probably the history of jail or prison. You know what I mean? Anybody. This man gave up what was once a very, very well-kept secret. A very well-kept secret, guarded organization. He gave it all up on him and went on to train cops. They use his videos in training. They use his videos in court. They use his videos for all kinds of things. Experts study this guy. This man is very well studied himself. He's not a dumb individual, very articulate. Doesn't really talk like a gangster or a cholo per se, as you would perceive a gangster or a cholo to talk. But then again, people have foolish stereotypes on what a gangster should or should not talk like. And we all know that's pretty foolish and is in and of itself. So anyways, I'm covering this video right here to let you guys know that he's got another board coming up. I want to say he's been denied either 4 or 7 times, somewhere between then. And he's June of 2020, and it's looking like he might just be getting out, man, with this coronavirus and everything that's going on lately. And it's a pretty compelling idea. Like you'll see if you go back and revert back to my last video, which the last video was more so. You'll see like you'll see the cover, the thumbnail of the video has his book, El Mano Negra, right? And the book is a good read, man. It's a great read. He put it together great, man. In some prisons they actually don't even let you read the book. They don't let you have and order the book. I'm not sure why, but they just don't. But anyways, I enjoyed the book immensely, man. It was a very good read, a page burner. If you haven't read the book, order it off Amazon, order it off one of these online sites. But it's a good damn book. So in the video, I kind of covered, the book and like what he talked about and all that crap. But right now what we're covering is the fact that this man might be coming home. I mentioned it in my last video what I thought, what I thought he was actually really doing, whether he was manipulating the system every time he goes to board, what he says when he goes to board, why they deny him, the reasons why they deny him. They actually have his statements that you guys can go and look up yourself. Maybe he's changed, I actually, since being on the SNY side, I know dudes who were with him in Lancaster and other yards. And, he still had his bad habits. He was still doing his thing, playing, dancing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Partying a little bit, if you know what I mean. Those who know. If you don't, you don't. But, and he was finding himself in little odd situations, getting punched out every now and then by the 2-5ers and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, everyone knew Enriquez. Everyone knew him to be calm, to be out of the way, to kind of just, he'd come out to yard, feed the birds and stuff like that, you know what I mean? They even said he'd come out barefoot, so the dude's totally let his guard down. He's getting up there in age, so I'm really sure he does want to go home. I mean, all the effort you took, all the energy you put in to informing, to being against that life, I'm sure he doesn't want to be in prison because, yes, SNY, GP, it doesn't matter. No one respects that level of anything. That level of that, trust me, he has not had an easy time on the SNY side. And if he has, it's only because he's finding himself in these yards that are really, really low level, low security, or just not in the mix, you know. And the way CDCR sets things up, they make yards, even level 4 yards, they can make them with their ability to do transfers using intel, right? Intel given to them by other inmates. They can actually create soft yards, right? Yards, because SNY even needs soft yards. You know what I mean? It's as funny as it sounds. Even SNY needs soft yards from the other SNY inmates. So it just, that's where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Him along with all the other guys who need extra special help. But I will say this. So his time's coming around to get released. His time's coming around to parole, to be free. Do I believe he should be out? Do I think he deserves that chance? You know, after the murders that he committed, and after everything that he's done politically wise in prison, while in prison and being incarcerated. I will tell you this much. Yes, I do think he deserves to be free. I do. I think the man understands, and I don't think he'll ever live the way he once lived. I don't think he'll ever revert back to those ways of how he once thought, lived, and programmed. You see what I'm saying? The recidivism rate for inmates that return back to prison it's always been like 85% or higher for those who have done like 5 years or less, maybe a little bit less than that. But for those who have done small times, a nickel at a time or something, for those who have done 10 years or higher, the recidivism rate drops. That means the inmates who have done a lot of time rarely ever go back. Now, it happens. But for the ones who are lifers, who have beat it, got it overturned, who have done 20 years in, maybe a little bit more, their recidivism rate is literally in the 2 to 3, somewhere around there % range, at least the last time I checked. Now that's because these men have suffered with losing decades of their life. I lost one. I can understand a decade is no little small feat, nothing small to sleep on. A decade's a decade no matter how you spin it. So these men have lost decades, which is the same thing that he has. He's lost decades to the pen. So you got to understand, man, this man is not going to get out thinking, oh, with a knucklehead state of mind, thinking, oh, I need to go and try to recruit, or no. Understand the actual complex nature of this man's case. When he gets out, he's informed so hard in so many ways on so many people. They're already saying that if he does get paroled, he's getting witness protection, name change, who knows where the hell he'll be living, some gated community. If you ever seen Goodfellas and you go all the way to the end of the movie with Henry Hill, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a situation like that where he's just gone. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be gone. Start a family, do whatever you want to do, live your life, man, and I guarantee that's what he's going to do. He ain't killed nothing in years. He ain't killed nothing in years. He ain't been about that life in years. He's been on yards these past, how many years since he's been dropped out. Not with the functions, not with any type of nothing, you know. The man is reformed, so I say if my vote matters, I say yeah, man, let the man be free, man. Let him fly. Let him spread his wings one last time. I believe he's reformed. I'm not sure if he has faith. I'm not sure if he has a religion that he follows, but I am sure that he will not commit the same kind of crimes, because there's no community that will welcome this dude back in. Not one community will welcome him back in. They will actually set him up to be killed. Any single organization, this man has, I said it in my last video, this man was an eagle with big wings who plucked all of his own feathers and can no longer fly. He is a dead man walking amongst the Sahara Desert. If this man gets out, his life is more in danger outside of prison than it is in prison. So on that note, I gotta ask y'all, what would you do? If you don't know any history on this man was a very ruthless, politically, power-hungry dude, just like the rest of them. Would kill you quick, set you up to kill you quick. Didn't matter to him. He could smile at you in your face, turn around, start blasting you in your back, just like the rest of them would. That's the case. This man did kill. This man has taken lives. So, after serving decades, after providing intel to the FBI like no other, after bringing in all these other criminals that are very dangerous and powerful and getting them all brought in from his intel, and doing this time and showing reform and showing that he's actually can behave and do good in prison and program and get visits from his family, etc., what would y'all do? And what do you think is best? Do you think the man deserves to be free? We shall figure out the answer to that question June 2020. And if he ends up getting out and somehow becomes your neighbor, what you gonna do about it? You gonna go over there and ask for a cup of sugar? You gonna invite him to the barbecue? Or you gonna be one of them dudes watching out the crack of the blinds every time you see him watering the grass? I'm sure he's getting out this time. That's just my opinion. Hope y'all liked the video. Much love, much respect. Doses.